What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Swirly Plays Noire here on my YouTube channel, Swirly Games. How's everybody doing today? So last time, just ignore that case. Forget the stars. Don't worry about that. It was a very multi-leveled case last time. There was like 4 different guys who were like suspects at any given point, but it turns out at the end we got a PTSD-stricken former Marine vet who was a crazy hobo leader, as they kept calling him. Seems to be the one who took out Teresa Tarleton, I think was her name, in the White Shoe slaying. I'm acting like it's not right in front of me. Yeah, I think it was called the White Shoe slaying, I think. I can't remember, but I think I got 13 out of 17 clues, and I think 10 out of 14 questions. What an idiot. And I also thought that was definitely the last homicide case. I'm just going to keep saying this until it is. This is it. This has to be the last homicide case. We're going to find out together, though. A whole little cutscene post, right? It's been a while, but Cole keeps coming back to see the singer. He's big Hollywood hotshot in the police force now.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were.
I was trying hard to mute it to cough, but I couldn't hit the button, so I was like holding the cough in.
Walk away, don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
Coming back to see her. Studio secretary murder. Name alone, I'm not remembering anything about this. Another drunk lady, it looks like, though. Uh-oh. I kind of see his face a little bit.
Of course we will look.
Damn.
Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve.
Oh boy.
It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside the railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
I want to say Deidre Muller might have been the first homicide case, I think, which makes sense. That's the first trial coming up. After what's probably been months, if not a full year, in homicide for Cole.
And Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, fellas? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Oh, Finbar. Let's hit that pawnbroker first.
Seems like a nice boy, putting all those hoodlums in jail.
I mean, I'm a nice guy. What can I say? Let's go, lackey.
You got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Money to loan. On everything. So Deidre Muller was one that was... Okay, that's right. She was missing a ring.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
50 bucks?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. You feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What a dick. Now, I personally do not remember what the hell these rings are supposed to look like.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
That was gonna be initials for Idra potentially. That's the engagement ring. So this does not look very rose gold like
Does
22
this
karat.
mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
22 karat is pretty legit.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address.
The Shelley
15
poem
Poland
from the
Street,
letter.
London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry.
Like every dude ever.
He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner. I need to go over the case.
All right, off to the rail yards. Look at the new case.
Fine. Where are we headed?
We're heading where the captain told us, bro. Following orders.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Perp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Yeah, this guy's fucking good.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings and wear a hat until we speak with the captain.
Okay, I was am I driving now? No.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
She's clothed once again.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson...
Shocks me every time.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Was this the same guy from the beginning?
Detective Phelps and Galloway.
No.
On side. Can you tell me exactly what
This
happened?
is also by a rail yard where the car was.
The main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman.
Yikes.
The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Thanks, bro. That's psycho. Let's look at the body first. Wait, can I talk to him?
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Again.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Alright, let's check this out. Boy, it's a rough hit.
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
The autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Yep. Yeah, you could smell it on her and like her blood that's all over the place. It smell like alcohol too. Ring though.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Okay. Between midnight and 2. I'm talking to that pervert last. Check out the bag and stuff.
We could go over to the lot.
She's
and
an
see
actress.
What they know about her.
Evelyn Summers.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back
Oh,
in 41.
I thought it was her birthday. Good until Halloween, 1941. Where were we last? Last parted. We're saying you take too much liquor. We both know that makes you come, but I am not ready to harass and accuse. I am willing to apologize. I was heartbroken seeing what you had become and my little girl and what she's doing to herself. You're destroying her body and your soul with liquor, that one. And it's harder for me to watch you than you can imagine. So the first half.
Get her to come home.
Judge, forgiveness, contact with the sanitarium. She wants to get her help. This feels like a father wrote this letter, but father, husband, could be either one. Probably father if she like left town. What bar are we looking at?
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember.
Mensch's. Corner 9th and Main. Big old liquor receipt.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze.
Oh, damn.
It's not worth investigating.
2 suitcases, small suitcase, bedroll pillow. Just want a bowling pin. Weird. Alright. Time to talk to this psycho.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
Okay.
I was kissing her.
Oh!
It's not against the law.
Alright,
There's no
Finbar.
law against it.
Like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
Fucking gross. Not only is she dead, but she's like battered and beaten.
Classic Carmine.
Oh damn, that's that kind again. It's kind of flat.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop.
Good
Don't
God.
hit him.
Maybe he actually hit him.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Boy, this is gonna be hard to get a read on this guy. He's not lying. This is gonna remove accuse. Yeah, of course. Bad cop.
You found her lipstick. What did you write on her body?
What are you
Stupid.
talking about? I didn't write anything.
Damn it. Like, I can play good cop with a fucking pervert.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Alright, now he's looking to the side.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson.
Was I right? I
Step
didn't
this
even get to
place
see.
out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine.
Jeebus.
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
That's fair. Should have played bad cop both times, damn it. Alright. Now, the phone icon's there. I don't know what I have to call about.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard,
That's
if
right.
possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Got an address. Alright, let's head to this liquor store. See if we can get
You know the
going
way.
there.
You can drive.
Oh, actually the bar too. Let's go to the bar first. Head to the bar. That's been like one common theme outside of it just being women.
Those goddamn Chinese want to
God.
sell the relief food that we're
It's
sending them.
very drunk
Yeah.
people leaving
Yeah, I read
bars,
about that.
specifically.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food.
This is a random
Spend all your money
conversation.
on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Unfortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
And they do.
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Mensch's Bar.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
The
Who
stunk.
did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
Well, this guy looks like that
What's your name?
dude.
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective.
Oh, one of these guys.
What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Okay.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home, writing.
That's not believable. Bad cop.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Oh, that's
Bro,
where the
I know that place. Corner of 9th and Graham. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
what was it? That's where the I was on the list. Was a bowling pin.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
I'm gonna not believe that
Do
one.
you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank
Two
you
for
for
two.
the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
All right. Look at Grosvenor. So now we can head to either the bowling alley or the liquor store. All right, that should be it
Where
for the bar.
exactly are we going?
Head to the liquor store. Finbar, you should be happy. Almost called him Rusty. That'd be a huge mistake on my part.
What did you make of McCaffrey?
Not a killer.
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
Amanda's
Yikes.
a suspect, Rusty.
What can I do for you?
LAPD,
Ooh.
Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You
Oh,
knew
shit.
Evelyn Summers, Mr.?
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you
Damn.
show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Let's see, what do we got, pal? A lot of booze.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
I'm so over Rusty. I mean, the next guy's
Joking,
not great,
Mr.
but
Robbins. She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around. She wasn't always such a loner.
huh. If it's her in the middle there, on the right side of the middle.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
Damn.
And she was borrowing books from
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
All right, let's talk to this guy. See if he's got any info for us. Contact with victim.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Sure, I'll believe him.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
But that's Grosvenor. Weird name.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
This guy seems genuine.
I got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
She did not. Knowledge of McCaffrey.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
I feel like he could give us more info, though. I guess he wouldn't know about her book, but if they get rid of... I feel like I'm going to potentially fuck... Every time I say bad cop, that's what gets me in trouble. But he's kind of looking off to the side.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him.
Oh, yeah. All right.
From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society.
This guy.
You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Promise of a bright
Thanks for your
future
help,
and all
Mr.
that
Robbins.
crap.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Poor guy. He's real sad. So now
drive.
let's head off
I need to go
to
over
the
the
bowling
case
alley.
notes.
See what's up there. What do you got? Man, shit always happens. Where it's like, what the hell?
You're behind the wheel.
Is he taking us to Central, I wonder? Doing the take me there immediately thing is like bugged sometimes, which is kind of annoying. So apparently we got a call that we had to come back to the station. I don't know why. Okay. Who do we got here?
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
I wonder if another letter came in.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it
Yikes.
say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of
Well, damn.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Oh, damn.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
He always says, I want daily reports. And, like, the case is done over the course of, like, 4 or 5 hours. Well, this is definitely, if it wasn't already
Got our
clear,
orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the
the
bar.
Dahlia might have done
I'll meet
every
you
murder
outside.
we've done so far.
That's the guy.
Trace the address. Where's that phone?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Yale Street between Ord and Alpine.
Thank you.
Move over, Rusty. You already know.
You can drive.
Move over, Finbar. You already know.
Where exactly are we going?
Back to the bowling alley. Then to the Grosvenor. The Grosvenor.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What's it got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slam ever found out.
One way to look at it. That's a very Finbar answer. We go for some bowling right now. Or 4:30 at night.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
Just didn't answer.
No. What's your shoe size?
This is business, Florence. You got a guy works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jam.
Apparently that was like a super dangerous job back in the day. Like that machinery, you could just get stuck and just like grind it up.
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Well, he's already running. Go, go, go.
Tiernan, LAPD.
These assholes insist on taking off. Yes. Yes, car chase.
There.
Nice car. It's the only time I'll drive, Finbar.
Get after him.
Is when it really counts.
If we weren't carrying the extra weight.
Yeah, Finbar. You fat ass.
These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Ooh, just missed. Oop.
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
Stay close. This one's been pretty good.
At least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Damn it. I thought that definitely would have wiped him out.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs
right.
into a wall and saves us all the trouble. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
God, I whiffed so hard there. His car's like practically falling apart. I just couldn't turn very well. Bam!
That is the end of that.
Alright, there we go. Fuck the whole building over there.
Put your hands where I
Get
can
him out
see
of
them.
there. Not the smoothest one of these we've ever had. It started off really good though. But those new, nicer cars, they take damage so much faster. I couldn't turn as sharp as I thought I could, so I just completely whiffed. But we got him.
You know the way. You can drive.
Alright, McCaffrey's place.
Where are we headed?
Don't want to miss anything. Cue Aerosmith. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Should probably look at the things here. Where's McCaffrey at? 6?
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
Go Grosvenor.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Kick it in. Check this place out. The bottom half of the letter. Room lock. Your mother. Okay. Oh, the guy at the bar did, or the liquor store did say that her mother was trying to get back to her.
The letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Yes. Augusta Summers. Yeah, and this fits what the liquor store guy was saying about her mother wanting to like reconnect with her daughter and try to help her out.
I doubt it.
Uh-oh. What do we have here, Mr. Bloody Shirt and Bloody Tire Iron? Rawlings Bowling Alley.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor?
Shit, I wonder if I missed anything.
Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Just keep going up.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Rusty's like, what can we get out of this guy?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Yeah, he says.
Hangover McCaffrey, sit down and we'll talk.
Hell yeah, another car chase. This is the 40s. That shit's got to be rusty as hell at some places.
There he is.
Damn it.
You a runner, McCaffrey?
Can't pull the gun out.
Fight the good fight.
Run, Cole.
Give it up, LAPD.
Just so I can catch him finally. I'm mashing X. Come on, bud. Get close. Damn it. Turned right at the very end. He's gonna fight me now.
Can't we talk about this?
Ah! Cole says.
Can't we talk?
Oof. You said hard. God damn.
For a man of the people, you're awfully self-serving.
Can't we?
Just headbutt. There we go. Finally. I can't believe I didn't catch him on the sprint.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey.
All right, here we go. Final interrogations.
Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have...
No, that guy's just perving another way.
Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you
We
know
don't
that
know
McCaffrey
that.
didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen,
Who
let's
by?
just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Full-on lineup
Sure
in there.
You can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen.
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
Yes.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan
Hell
is
yeah.
one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them.
God, I fucked up the last time this happened.
Don't fail me, young Phelps.
We haven't talked to Tiernan yet. He seems more of a wild card. You say he's in one? I literally already forgot. Okay, yeah. Start with this.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
All right. Relationship with victim.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
False. Now, can we say, do we know for sure? Outside of just assuming he's dead. He's lying. Bought whiskey for a boy. That would have been him. Bad cop.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
What? God damn it.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
God damn it. He's pretty legit now.
You don't like McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. He had nothing but vitriol for her.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Back up, I'm rolling with
You
it.
don't give me some reason to think differently about this, Tiernan. I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
God, man, this is so bad.
Do you own a car?
I think I'm going to fail it bad enough that they're going to force me to do it again.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Bad cop again, fuck it.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
That sounds right.
Evelyn was missing a ring from
Fucking
her
1 out of 4. Good
Strange.
job, me.
She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
That's pretty cool.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Well, I fucked up every question practically, so. God dang, man. It's so hard, man. It's just like, just don't know.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
Fuck this guy.
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
I should have believed the other fucking guy more. He had a crush on Evelyn.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
Tiernan's accusations. My first accused since I started playing again.
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me.
Watch me, bitch. Just scroll on down to the bottom here.
Seems there's a serious gulf between what you think you know and what you actually do, detective.
What? What? The book? Oh my god, I'm
Evelyn
pissed
died
off.
sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Like, I've heard that he, like, we know he wasn't. I'll just go bad cop then.
You're going to need to do better if you don't want to swing for this.
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the fifth columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Good. Your funeral.
Yep.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with
This is
in
dog
your
shit.
apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
See, that seems fair. But we also know that the tire iron was there. Alright, accused tire iron.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Oh, okay. Wanted to kill her. Thank you for saying it that way. Now it's Tiernan's accusation.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you
One
threatened
question right
Evelyn's
per
life
person.
in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
It's either going to be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
God damn, I have no fucking clue. I am lost in this one.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad.
Oh shit.
Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
God damn. So now I gotta go back and talk to the other guy first, though. Back at it, bud.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go? It's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
Ben's prior to murder.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning. Very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
Now, I feel like that this needs to be brought up to him. All right, he's definitely looking. I'm going for the accused.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
McCaffrey's accusation. It has to be.
You wound up at McCaffrey's.
Okay.
You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning, and he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box, and he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn.
Whoa.
And that it was all over the radio, and that he would protect me. And I don't know, detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it.
Guys, this actor's incredible.
Was it me?
Fuck, dude, this guy is... I still think he's being manipulated.
Wait here.
We gotta ask McCaffrey's final question. I wish I would have crushed this interview. That would have been really cool. But I didn't. Final question to him. Alright, now we're gonna catch him in a lie.
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw. It changes a man. I came back here determined to change things.
Because he's the one that has history of doing
All
this
I
shit.
wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Yeah, you have, bud.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence.
I'm booking this guy
towards
for it.
women.
I fucked up the questions along the way, but we got to the end right,
Theft
I think.
misdemeanor into an assault charge.
The assault charge is what turns this into an assault charge, actually.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse.
The bitch had a comment, probably.
Combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man
Yikes.
supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Yeah, we're gonna charge you, bud.
Governor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers.
I should have believed the other poor guy.
She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another
Chief's
resolute
happy.
Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at the prison graveyard.
Well, these captain's happy. My atrocious interrogation skills at the end did not stop us. Man, 10 out of 16. Grosvenor McCaffrey for a tell-all memoir from his cell on death row. Still not the final homicide case. It's got to be the next one, though. Next one, for sure, lock it in. Final homicide. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for this one. I say we like you had anything to do with it, but you're probably screaming at the TV, "You idiot! It's this answer. What are you doing?" But we got our man, so I'll take it as a win anyway. 4 stars, not too bad. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter @SwirlyGames. Listen to my dad, and I'll see you in the next video.